Good afternoon and welcome to today's episode. One of the things that I have been up to over this extended period of time where I am spending a considerable amount of time by myself, and I know that everybody else in the world feels the same way. I have been working on not giving a damn what people think. And this has been an ongoing theme in my life for my entire life. And I believe that it is probably a big part of what other people go through as well. I know that I am not the only one who wrestles and struggles with this, who probably has some major wounds from childhood and adulthood in terms of somebody saying something and it squashes all your dreams. It's very interesting. I have a very lovely friend who I adore tremendously. However, it was interesting. About a couple of months ago, I got this idea to buy, some point in the future, not right now, but some point in the future, to buy an old truck. I had done some study and I realized that the 1999 through 2007 3/4 ton Chevy trucks were probably the finest trucks ever made. Have the longest range in terms of number of miles driven and hold up really well. And I thought, okay. It's funny because I've actually owned one in the past. However, my friend, who's a car guy, I didn't share my idea with him. And the reason that I didn't was because I knew that if I shared my idea prior to it being okay inside, it being okay in my heart, then he would most likely point out the challenges of doing that. The challenges of buying somewhere between a 15 and 20-year-old truck. Not that I'm not aware of what the challenges are for buying a 19 or 20-year-old truck. I'm very aware. I'm a car guy. This morning, I put up a video. The video was the first in a series that I'm doing on another channel and on just my Facebook page of me speaking French for a minute. And it's a 30-day challenge. And it's the first time I've exposed myself to speaking French. And one of the comments from one of my friends who knows French well and speaks French relatively fluently said in the comment section, "Franglais," which of course is English-speaking French. Now, I'm very aware that my accent is tragic, absolutely tragic. And I know that he didn't mean anything mean by that. However, what's very interesting is the fact that in the past, that would have stopped me. I probably would have quit as the result of just that type of thing. Now, you can say I'm overly sensitive, and I am. However, what I will say about this is that I have very specifically been working on letting go of what other people think. I believe that is actually one of the 4 agreements, if I'm not mistaken. And how I have done that is through the continued practice of my Ho'oponopono work. And it is so clear to me that it is working because of the fact that every single day I sit down first thing in the morning and I write, and then I pray over this stuff, and it disconnects me from all kinds of old energy. Now, you can call me as woo-woo as you want, but I do know from personal experiences that this is working, that I have found something that seems to be, and in my opinion is, releasing me from the bondage of a lot of self that I have had over the years, a lot of fears of what other people think. Now, that said, regardless of whether one believes it or not, it is working. And it's huge. It's absolutely fundamentally huge to be able to not care what other people think. One of the best things to do when one comes up with an idea, for example, my truck idea, one of the best things to do is not tell anybody about it at all until it's okay in here, until it's okay in your heart. When it's okay in your heart, then you know that you can say it out loud to people. You can declare that you're going to do something, and it doesn't matter what other people think, and you won't be swayed away from what you want to do. It bothered me slightly that my friend said that on the comment section, but not a lot. And I know that he really didn't mean anything by it. And I'm going to do it tomorrow. And I have to tell you, I'm awful. I am absolutely awful at spoken French. I have not been able to lose the American mouth, and I have the tools available for me to do it, but it is very, very difficult. I think that this one part of learning French is probably the most difficult, which is to switch from the American mouth to the French mouth. And once I can do that, or at least do it somewhat, I will feel better. But in the meantime, I'm going to do another video tomorrow, and it's going to be absolutely horrible in terms of pronunciation. It's just going to be horrible, and I don't care. And that, I think, is the point, is to not care and do what you know is in your heart. It's taken me a long time to get to the point where I have actually spoken French to somebody. And I haven't even spoken French to somebody yet. I've only spoken French to the camera. And soon I will have to do it to real people. In the meantime, I'm going to work on my pronunciation. I'm going to do the 30-day challenge, regardless of people's comments. And learn one more time that I don't care what other people think. You know, it helps to be getting old. It's always fun to be with people in their 80s because they say things without edit, because there's no need to edit anymore. I know my mother was classic at that. She was just classic at that. It was so fun to hear the things that she would say. What other people think of me is none of my business. Thank you so much for listening. Merci beaucoup. Bonne journée.